Good day, viewers. Welcome to Learn City. My name is Busarioluwa Pelumi, and I'm your physics tutor for today. So the topic we are treating today is meaning of physics, aspects of physics, importance of physics, and scholars' achievements in the field of physics. On to the meaning of physics. What is physics? Physics is the science that studies matter and energy and how they interact with each other. The interests and concerns of physicists have always formed the basis of future technology. Physics has the capability of playing a major role in finding solutions to the problem facing the human race. In a broader sense, physics can be seen as the most fundamental of the natural sciences. On to the aspects of physics. We have 6 major aspects of physics. 1 is mechanics, dealing with energy and force. 2 is electricity. 3 is electromagnetism. 4 is nuclear and quantum physics. 5 is optics and light. And the last one is heat and thermodynamics. On to the importance of physics. Physics, being the bedrock of technology, has in all ways been the foundation of global technological advancements. Physics contributes to the technological infrastructure and provides trained personnel needed to take advantage of the scientific advances and discoveries. Physics helps us to organize the universe. It deals with fundamentals and helps us to see the connections between seemingly disparate phenomena. Physics is important to man's life because it is used in some of our daily activities like cooking food, cleaning clothes, watching TV, eating your house, and playing sports. Physics also play an important role in health, economic development, education, energy, and the environment. Now on to the scholars' achievements in the field of physics. Now you would note that there are some scholars' names that have been attached to the SI units in honor of the credible work that they did or the credible experiments that they performed throughout their lifetime. The first person I'm talking about here is William Gilbert, who was given birth to in the year 1544 and died in 1603. William Gilbert is an English physicist who hypothesized that the Earth is a giant magnet. The second physicist I'm talking about here is Galileo Galilei. He was born in 1564 and died in 1642. Galilei is an Italian physicist. He performed fundamental observations, experiments, and mathematical analysis in astronomy and physics. The next is Willibrord Snell, who was given birth to in the year 1580 and died in 1626. Snell is a Dutch physicist who discovered the law of refraction, also known as Snell's law. Snell's law is used in explaining the relationship between the path taken by a ray of light in crossing the boundary or surface of separation between two contacting substances and the refractive index of each. The next I'm talking about is Willibrord Snell. Snell is a Dutch physicist who discovered the law of refraction, which is known as the Snell's law, and is used in explaining the relationship between the path taken by a ray of light in crossing the boundary or surface of separation between two contacting substances and the refractive index of each. The next person I'm talking about is Christian Huygens, who was given birth to in the year 1629 and died in 1695. Huygens is a Dutch physicist. He proposed a simple geometric wave theory of light, now known as Huygens' principle, which states that every point on a wave may be considered as a source of secondary wave. Next up is Robert Hooke, who was given birth to in the year 1635 and died in 1703. Robert Hooke is an English physicist who discovered the Hooke's law of elasticity, which states that the force needed to extend or compress an elastic material by some distance is proportional to that distance. Next up is Blaise Pascal, who was given birth to in the year 1623 and died in 1662. Pascal is a French physicist who discovered that pressure applied to an enclosed fluid is transmitted undiminished to every part of the fluid and to the walls of its container. Next up is Sir Isaac Newton, who was given birth to in the year 1643 and died in 1729. Sir Isaac Newton is an English physicist who developed theories of gravitation and mechanics and invented differential calculus. Next up is Daniel Bernoulli. Bernoulli was given birth to in the year 1700 and died in 1782. Bernoulli is a Swiss physicist and he developed the fundamental relationship of fluid flow, now known as Bernoulli's principle, which states that an increase in the speed of a fluid occurs simultaneously with a decrease in pressure or potential energy. Next up is Benjamin Franklin, who was given birth to in the year 1706 and died in 1790. Franklin is an American physicist and he was the first American physicist that characterized two kinds of electric charge, which he named positive and negative. Now we have Charles Augustin de Coulomb, who was given birth to in the year 1736 and died in 1806. He is a French physicist who performed experiments on elasticity, electricity, and magnetism, and established experimentally a nature of the force between two charges. Marie Ampere, who was given birth to in the year 1775 and died in the year 1896. Ampere is a French physicist and the father of electrodynamics. Now we have George Ohm, who was given birth to in the year 1789 and died in the year 1854. George Ohm is a physicist from Germany and he discovered that current flow is proportional to potential difference and inversely proportional to resistance. Next up, we have Michael Faraday, who is an English physicist given birth to in the year 1791 and died in the year 1867. He discovered electromagnetic induction and devised the first electrical transformer. Next up, we have Lord Kelvin, a British physicist who was given birth to in the year 1824 and died in 1907. He proposed an absolute temperature scale of essence to the development of thermodynamics. So, we've come to the end of this lesson and I think you've gained one or two things. That is why I'm giving you some questions as an assignment. Question 1 is, what is physics? 2, saying state 5 aspects of physics. Question 3 is, which of these is not a physicist? A. Albert Einstein. B. Sir Isaac Newton. C. Charles G. Finney. D. Neil Armstrong. Question 3 says, the following are inventions related to physics except A. Electricity, B. Raincoats, C. Matches, D. Driving skills. Question 4 says, physics relies upon mathematics to provide the logical framework in which physical laws may be precisely formulated and predictions quantified. Is that statement A. True, B. False, C. Cannot say, D. All of the above? Thank you for watching. Bye.